Hello. I haven't been out here in a while, but I wanted to come out today and talk about Christian narcissists and how they are always the victim in your relationship or in a relationship. And as we know, I had said before that I was in a marriage going on 36 years with a Christian narcissist. And I'm grateful to God that I'm able to sit before you this afternoon just to kind of be very transparent with you and to share, give you information um, to the ones that need it so you can make some conscious decisions and some good decisions about possibly some of the things that you are going through, and to also let you know that you are not crazy. You are not crazy. These Christian narcissists do exist. They're evil, hateful, sinister, selfish people that do not care about anyone but themselves. They will use you until they use you out financially, sexually, mentally, emotionally, whatever way they can use you for their gain is what they're going to do. So I just want to talk about how Christian narcissists are always the victims. Okay, I found to be that when I was in a relationship with the one, they could never do anything wrong, although they were the ones that were wronging you. In their minds, they never did they never did you wrong. And so if you confront them, that's a reason for an argument. When you bring something up to their attention that they know that they're doing and wronging you, that's the basis for an argument. Now, the way a narcissist think, and there's something emotionally wrong, but they always feel that when they get themselves in any type of trouble, you're supposed to be there to get them out. If you're not there to get them out, then get ready for a argument and get ready for confrontation, because they feel that regardless of what they get themselves into, everybody's supposed to be there for me. Because in my mind, I am somebody. I am the great I am. I am God. I am indispensable. So if you're in my life, or if I've made a conscious decision to have you in my life in this season, just know it wasn't for naught. It's for a reason. It's because I have need of you, and I'm going to use you as much as I can while I have you before you find out who I am. So anything and everything that I do in the relationship with you, I'm the victim. I'm innocent because I'm doing all the right things. This is the way the narcissist thinks. And you're doing all the wrong things. And I'm going to let people know that. Not only are you going to know that in the relationship or the marriage, I'm going to go outside to the family and to our friends and to the church and to the community. And I'm going to be lying on you all along so that they'll know that you're wronging the narcissist. You're wronging me. Okay? Because I'm trying with all my heart to do everything right, because I am so much like God and I am so up there with God that I'm not going to do anything wrong to you. So how dare you bring something to my attention when I'm always right? They're always the victim. You are always the one that's wrong. They always like to accuse the innocent one. They love to accuse you. They never like to take fault. If they take fault, it's only for a brief minute. But you better know that when they're talking to family and friends about you, they're not taking blame for anything. It's all you. Have you ever noticed, and I'm talking to the ones that if you're in a relationship now, that person blames you for everything? It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. If you had did this, if you had said this right, if you had acted this way, if you had just did it the way I wanted you to do it. You ever notice if you're in a relationship with them and it's like it's their way or the highway, and their way is the only right way? And if you do it any other way, I'm going to be upset and we're going to have an argument because of that, because you didn't listen to me. Because don't you know that I'm your God? Don't you know that I run this? Don't you know that I control this? Don't you know that I got this? Don't you know that this is all about me? This relationship and marriage is all about me. It has nothing to do with you because you're blessed. You know, you should be so forever grateful that I even took the time to get with you because I'm God like that. I'm great like that. How many are in relationships out there right now that a lot of this is making sense? You know, you're in covenant with this person or you're in a relationship and they think it's all about them. They don't want to really hear what you have to say. And like I said, don't dare call them out or make them aware of stuff that they're doing wrong because you're going to get the wrath. But they won't accept any fault. And like I said, if they do, it's for a very short period. But the people outside your home and friends and family won't know that. They'll just do that in front of you to make you think, okay, he finally accepted it. He's going to correct that. Now, here's the thing. With the Christian narcissist also, you can sit there and you guys could talk intimately about what you need and how you need some of the things for him to do and blah, blah, blah. He's not really hearing you. That's going in one ear and it's out the other ear. How do I know that? Because there's never any change. There's never any change. So you can sit there and tell him what would make you happy, what you want him to do, what you need him to do. Question, why don't you compliment me? Why don't we go here or go there? He acts like he hears you, but they don't. Because if they did, you would see some change in behind. I never saw any change. All I heard was empty promises. I know I need to be better, but you better bank though. All of the other women over there that he was messing with got everything that I was asking him to do for me. I believe that. And that's so evil. I tell you what my needs are, but you don't apply it to our relationship. I tell you what things that would make the relationship better, would make me happy. You would be happy. So we sit there and we discuss all this intimate stuff. He takes it in one ear, dismisses it when it comes to our relationship. But then he takes it across town to all these other women and he's giving them all of that I'm sitting there desiring and I was wanting in the relationship that would have made it better. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But that's that's the way they think. It's so demonic. It's so off. Okay? And as I thought about those things, I'm like, wow. So I was telling you all the things that I needed to make me happy, to make the relationship better, to make us closer, to make, tighten up, just make it 100. You were hearing it, but you wasn't taking it to use it in our relationship. You were taking everything that I was saying and using it for all these other women. So when you get to them, oh, you're perfect in all your ways. Because he's doing this and he spends time with me and he buys for me and he compliments me and those are all the things that I was desiring over here in my marriage, but I never got it. But he was taking everything I said. And, I had one that was they're real concerned about their image, their looks, their cologne, all their little gadgets, the watches and the things. And so he would come and ask me, what do you think about this perfume? Little did I know. I was telling him I liked a perfume, a cologne, so he could go and wear it across town so all these other women could la la and goo ga and all that over him. So everything that I was sharing in our relationship to make it better, to make us more intimate, would allow us to come closer. He was taking all of that, what I was telling him, and using it on all these other women across town. So I never even got any of that. All I got was empty promises. I know I need to be better. But he never changed. That's a demonic person. Self-absorbed. Think it's all about them. Think it's all about how they look. Think about how it is, how they appear to other people. And to know that it was all a great pretending act. These people never even existed. Crazy. But I hope I'm saying something to someone. So if you're in a relationship with a Christian narcissist, they're going to always play out the act that they're the victim. Although they know that they're dogging you out. They're mistreating you. They're abusing you in every form and fashion. They're taking you for granted. They're shaming you. They're disrespecting you. They're making you feel that like you're not even qualified for their love. You're not even eligible for that. So you better be grateful that I got you sitting over here in this cage. And when I come over and when I have time, I'll make time for you. If I don't have time, I'll check on you. I'll give you a little bit of love just to keep you there. But most of my love is going out the door to all these other women. Crazy. I know. But just as sure as those people dish all that out to individuals, they will reap it. So whatever they sowed and put into that and think that they're going to get away, they're not. They're going to reap everything that they did to you. Was it wrong? Yes, it was wrong. But I know the God that I serve. He's not going to let any of that just go by the wayside. So the talk again today was about if you're in a narcissistic relationship, they're going to always make themselves the victim. Although they're the ones that always are getting themselves into something, they're going to expect someone else to get them out. They're going to expect someone else to feel sorry for them. They're going to expect people to just step up to the plate and want to be there to help them, to get out of stuff that they intentionally made a conscious decision to do. But remember, they're always the victim. And remember, they're great pretenders, so they know how to turn on their emotions. And until you really know these people and see them for who they are, you're going to fall into it and you're going to do exactly what they want you to do. So if they need you to co-sign for a new car, guess what? They're going to pour it on so thick that you're going to do exactly that because you're going to feel sorry for them. And they're going to lie so much about the mate that they're in a relationship or marriage with that you're really going to feel sorry for them. And then when you see their mate, you're going to be looking all foul at them because of all the lies that was told on them from the Christian narcissist. But basically what they did was they just made you a fool too. And they've used you too. So now you're a co-signer for a car that he couldn't even afford. So he had to go get a co-signer. Think about it. If he was really a God-fearing man and rooted and grounded, got his finances in order, they shouldn't need anyone to co-sign, stand up for them, argue for them. None of that. So think about it. The ones that fell for the lies that they told you, which that's what it was, and you fell for the great acting that they did, because that's what it was. They needed you. So they're going to lie to you. They're going to make you feel as if they're the victim. Can you please help me out? Because I've been trying to do all this right, and my wife over here isn't doing nothing and blah, blah. You're going to listen to all that because they're going to add tears with it. Or you're going to think that they're your best friend. And they wouldn't come to me and lie, but trust. Christian narcissists don't care who they go to, who they use, who they abuse, who they have to lie to. All they're concerned about is their needs, their wants, and their desires. And guess what? You were chosen on that particular day to be used by them. So in their eyes, they're like, count it all joy to be used by me because I'm sitting right up there with God. You're blessed to even have me as a friend. And that's the way they see themselves, and that's the way they want other people to see them. And if you don't see them that way, they're going to find some ways to come against you, to tell your name, character down. They're going to lie on you. So either you're on the winning narcissistic team and you're supporting everything that I'm doing foul and wrong to you, or you're on the other side. And if you're on the other side, you're not on the winning side. So you better get ready for my wrath. You better get ready for my lies. You better get ready for me trying to turn everybody you know against you with my lies about you. And that's what happens. So if you're seeing some of those signs where they're blaming you for everything and it's your fault, your fault, your fault, they don't want to take any blame, that comes with that. That's another one of their characteristics. And by doing that, that makes them feel like you're underneath them and they're above you. So if I can blame you and make you feel like that you're the victim For everything in this marriage or everything in this relationship that has went wrong up to this date, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to have any remorse about it. Okay? Because it's still all a part of the mind manipulation game. Because I need to make you feel as if you're the low down dirty one. You're the no good one. You're not bringing anything to this table. You're so little and beneath me, and I need to make sure you know that. With my words, with my actions, with everything out of me. I need to make sure that you're like dirt up under my feet. I don't even know why God gave you breath in your body another day. Now, this is what Christian narcissists will do while they lay next to you in bed and act like they love you. It's so demonic that it's like, in the beginning, it was very draining for me to even talk about it because it was just pulling from me. Because when you get out of it, then you can see it more clearer. When you're in it with the narcissist, you don't see it. It's hard to see it because they have your heart. And they're playing your mind. So it makes it hard for you to really see what they're doing to you. But it's all a part of the manipulation and control. It's all a part of witchcraft to keep you subjected underneath them. Because by this time, you're doubting who you are. You know, they're chipping away at your self-esteem. They're making you feel as if you're nobody and you're nothing. And it's all a part of the mind manipulation, all a part of the games to break you down and to make you feel it was your fault. You deserve for me to slap you. You deserve for me to pull your hair and drag you across the room. You deserved for me to go across town and to cheat on you, not once, twice, 3 times, 50 times. You deserved it because if this, if that. And that's all lies from the pit of hell to try and keep you down. To make you feel rejected, abandoned, not even qualified to receive love from that. Because you love it. You love that individual. But the sad thing is, he may love you, but he's not in love with you because when a person is in love with you, they don't cheat. They're not unfaithful. They don't abuse. They don't disrespect. They don't shame. They don't misuse. They don't do any of those things if they're in love with you. Because we can say we love people all day long, but there's a difference. Oh, I love you. Okay. But are you in love with me? And normally when a man is not in love with you, this is what you're going to get. The unfaithfulness, the cheating, the lies, the deception, the shaming, the disrespect. So that is all I have on today. I don't want to go too long. But Christian narcissists will. They will point their finger. And you are the problem. You're the blame. You're the issue. It's you. And even after an argument may settle down, and when you try and go back to get an understanding and get on some neutral ground, they're still going to throw the daggers at you as if it was you. So really, you're just wasting your time and your energy trying to come to a medium place with a narcissist. Because it's not going to ever be them. It's going to always be you. So I pray that I said something on this afternoon that clarified some things for you, made something else make a little more sense, and to make you, and quit blaming yourself. Because it's not you. It's not your fault. No, we're not all perfect. But in a narcissistic relationship, it's not always your fault. And don't let him make you think, because they will. And if you fall for it, they'll be like, I got them exactly where I want them to be. So that just lets them know that they still have control of your mind and your heart and your soul. Break that. You got to break that. You got to end that. You know, because they'll continue to manipulate even after you leave the relationship. If you don't shut all the doors, they're still going to try and text you. They'll still be trying to email you. They'll still be trying to call you. So on mine, in order to really just close the chapter, I closed the front door, the back door, the side door, the garage door, the window doors, everything. I got my name, my maiden name back. I changed my telephone number. Change my emails. Because if you leave any of those doors open, you're going to allow them to come back and try and play manipulative games with your mind to see if they still have you. They'll call you back and they'll start, in the beginning, they'll start off well. I'll just call and checking on you, blah, blah, blah. Now they're reeling you in. But basically, they're calling you just to fill you out to see, where are you? Do I still have her? Or have she cut me off? So if you allow those back doors to continue to be open, a lot of them will walk through it because they don't think that you have really saw them yet. So you're allowing them to come and play more mind manipulative games on you. When if you think about it, haven't they already done enough damage? Haven't they already done enough of that? So why leave doors open for them to come in? Because you still love them? But are they in love with you? You can't just love, one person can't just love and the other one is not loving back or not in love with you. It just doesn't work. And if you subject yourself to that, you just subject yourself to more of its abuse. So because they're going to know, oh, okay, I still got her heart. I still got her head. I still got her soul. I still got all of her. And I ain't even with her no more. Cut that off immediately so you can move on and so the healing process can begin. But if you don't, you leave those doors open, they're going to walk through them and they're going to keep taking you through emotional changes. And guess what? The conversation may start good in the beginning, but before it's all said and done, that narc is going to be accusing you of why it failed, why it didn't work, because it was you. If you had a you. And then basically what that narcissist is doing is throwing more demonic daggers at you. So you're already down. You're already hurt. You're already bleeding profusely. Trying to figure out what happened. Why would he do me like this? Why did he do me like this? But you're still subjecting yourself for more abuse when you don't close the doors. So if you got to change your number, change your number. You got to change your email, change your email. If you got to change your Snapchat, your Instagram, your Twitter, if you got to change that, change it. Because when you get to the place that you're bold enough to walk away from it, and you're stronger than you think when you do that, you're a very strong individual because it's difficult to get out. Change everything. Stuff that's going to make your life easier. If you're done, you're done. Don't leave any back doors open. Close them so your healing can begin, so God can do what needs to be done on the inside of you. If not, it's kind of like you're trying to heal, but the wound, you left it half open. The gauze on it is half open, so it's not sealed down tightly on the wound. So when your ex calls you up, you just open up that, the Band-Aid, the part wasn't securely tied on there, you're opening up and letting them come in there. So basically, every time you allow them to come and call you and Instagram you and tweet and text you and all that, you're allowing them to reopen up the wound. So God is saying, how can I heal you if you keep allowing them to come in and reopen up the wound? So close up the wound. Do whatever you got to do. Change whatever you got to change. You got to transition to a new city. Do what you got to do. But it's all for you so you can get the healing that you need and God can do what he needs to do in and through you. So on that, I'm going to end in a prayer. Father God, I thank you for this time. I thank you for all the ones that's going to watch this one. I pray that it be a blessing to them, every word that I said. I pray that you be glorified from it. And we pray, Lord, that you continue to keep them strong. And as they continue to get more and more information about who they're connected with, and as you begin to make confirm to them and make more sense to them, for them to make the right decisions about their lives and what they need to do in the next chapter of their lives, we pray that you do that. We pray that you open up their eyes. You open up their ears for them to receive out each and every one of these YouTube recordings what they need in order to move to the next chapter of their lives and to be everything that you've called them to be. So I thank you and I praise you, Father, for that all being done in your name. Until next time, the next scope I'm going to be talking about the YouTube. I'm going to be talking about how when the narcissist comes in these churches and how they build a community around themselves within the church. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to share a little bit about that because that's what they do. They'll come in these churches and they'll literally turn it upside down if you let them. And it's so subtly done that most of the people at the church don't even catch it. So I love each and every one of you guys. And until next time, peace.